Organizers of the Mikey Network are feeling on top of the world tonight after a little Nobleton boy's life was saved.
It happened last Tuesday with a toddler who had already gone through a traumatic cardiac arrest last year. Our health reporter Pauline Chan is here with this touching and inspiring story. Pauline.
Thanks very much, Ken and Michelle. 2-year-old Carter Hansen has a benign tumor on his heart found last year after he suffered a cardiac arrest. He was revived after almost a half hour of CPR, but he did suffer brain damage due to lack of oxygen. He was sent home with a Mikey AED because if his heart ever stopped again, doctors knew he'd never survive the few minutes it might take for paramedics to arrive. Craig and Jennifer Hansen nearly lost their little boy Carter last May, and they knew if his heart stopped again, they couldn't afford to wait for even the fastest ambulance response.
We can't wait for EMS. I said we need to get him back as soon as possible to prevent any further injuries.
So when Carter collapsed while suffering from a stomach bug last week, his parents raced to pull out the automatic defibrillator from the Mikey Network.
Pull on the thing that says pull, literally.
Begin by removing all clothing from the patient's chest.
Craig says their AED training just kicked in, and a couple of minutes later, Carter's heartbeat was restored as they waited for an ambulance to arrive.
We were warned that it wouldn't be like the movies, that it wouldn't be like the medical dramas. In our case, it kind of was like that.
Of the 80 families that have received free portable AEDs from the Mikey Kids program, Carter is the first successful rescue they know of.
It's an awesome, awesome feeling when I get the call from probably EMS or one of the hospitals saying, Morty, we had another save with your Mikey. There's nothing better. At this time of year, this save with the Hansen family just has that little special touch to it.
Morty Henkel says Mikeys allow families to travel and enjoy normal activities without fear that their child's life might be in danger.
We've taken him to fairs, he's been on the rides, he's been on the burlap sack slides.
Carter does speech therapy, occupational therapy, and more. His vision is slowly returning, and although last year's cardiac arrest may have changed his activities, his parents say it hasn't changed his personality.
He's still a goofball.
He's still the same class clown that he always was.
And it hasn't changed the joy he brings to their lives. Now, the Mikey Network has placed 1,300 automatic defibrillators in public places since 2003, and so far they've saved 14 lives, including a teenager, a police officer, and a GO Transit passenger. With today's Lifetime, I'm Pauline Chan.